Hi guys, my name is Lisa and today I really want to talk about some elements that a viral video needs to have, or any content in general and mostly in reels, for your creator in order to gain more audience, gain more people, getting more interactions and all of that good stuff. So I'm going to talk about 18 elements in this little doc that I put together, and I have some videos for you and reels to play out, so I'll actually show through examples. I really do want to talk about it because it is really missed through. You just think, oh, the video is gonna go viral, like I'm just gonna, it's like pure luck, and honestly it's just like a chance, you know. But if you learn to actively implement things and elements that I'm going to point out today, you are going to create viral content on its own. So every viral video needs at least one emotional trigger that we're going to be talking about today. And these triggers actually pull out the curiosity and attention from the viewers, and especially emotion, in order to keep them hooked on your videos. That's why they stay, engage, comment, interact, and share as well. So all these elements can be used positively and negatively depending on how you actually implement them. But as long as you use them, it's going to engage and up your engagement and activity under your post. So let's get into this. First one, I really do want to talk about money and prices, because money grabs attention, because that's something that people really want. People genuinely care about health, wealth, relationships, and money is one of them. It comes to wealth, and if it's fake, small, big, real, it does not matter. The concept of money is going to bring attention to the viewers who are watching it, because numerical value is going to trigger your curiosity, just because you compare it subconsciously to what you actually have. Like, oh, I'll make like 300k a month, and you're like, damn, I'm making like 10k like a year. So it's going to trigger some things, or like, oh, I'm making like 600 a month, and you're going to think like compared to your income. So anything, any numerical value is going to trigger it, because a lot of people just have different income, different situations in life. So it's just going to be a comparison trigger for that matter. Also, it just creates the what the fuck reactions from people and certain videos, and especially if it's really big and something that's not really, you know, common. I'm gonna show you this one.
Alright guys, everyone says I literally throw my money down the drain because I buy all these cars and I buy stupid shit that they don't deem to be worthy of my money. So today we're gonna actually throw $10,000 down the drain. I make way too much money, so.
So this is one of the great examples I found for this topic, just because it triggers that Camilla, well, the girl in the video, can just literally put 10k down the drain, because everyone comments that she's an off model and she does that, she buys like all these expensive things, and then she goes ahead and actually throws money down the drain. And a lot of people cannot afford to just throw money away, like 10k. So it really creates the what the fuck reactions. And mind you, even if it is fake, it still triggers some reactions similarly, because people think, is it real in the first place, or would I do the same? And it just sparks the chain going on over and over, and it's like, why is she doing that in the first place too? So curiosity sparks endless engagement in that sense. So for number 2, I do want to talk about numbers and comparisons. It's kind of going along with the money and prices, but just because humans, again, they naturally compare income, success, anything, literally like your weight, height, even height, something like that. So any numbers create curiosity, and comparison sparks competition in the viewer's brain. That's why they actually watch the video fully. And I'm going to play this one.
Hi team, you just won $1,000. Follow, because every day I'm printing out my most recent.
So this video works really great because it is competition and numbers in the viewer's brain, and the viewer actually is scared to be left out and miss out on the opportunity in front of them. For number 3, I do want to talk about sex and love, just because relationship topic is going to be universal, as I mentioned before. So romance and attraction are universal feelings that everyone experiences at certain point, and even if someone is not in a relationship, it's still going to be a relevant topic for them, because relationship curiosity also sparks high watch time, because people just want to find out about other people and how their relationship is. So I'm going to play this one.
Things guys do when they don't like you, part 2, because my first one went way too well, and way too men agreed with me and they asked me how I knew, and I know more, so you're welcome. But if you haven't seen the first one, I highly, highly recommend.
So you see how the video is going to go. It's going to be some tips and kind of personal experience, because emotional narrative kind of makes the viewers kind of lock in and watch the entire thing. It feels really personal and helpful. And again, relationship, even if you're not in one right now, you are still going to be somehow related to this, and might as well watch it. Another great thing in this video, she asked the audience how to tell if the guy likes you, and that instantly creates the informational gap. You might have some knowledge about it, but not really, and the video is right here. Might as well watch it. For number 4, I do want to talk about survival and self-preservation, and it doesn't have to be like actually crazy video when like a tiger is running after you. It's more about the dramatic effect of someone's life that maybe they are talking about, and anything tied to danger or kind of anxious or anything fear, health like related, it's going to trigger curiosity in the brain and just activate the primal instinct. And drama really sparks the watcher's brain just because they kind of imagine themselves in that position, and the situation is really crazy. So it really brings the engagement, especially when there's like underlying fear in the video. I have an I'm gonna show you right here.
Story time about my mom caught me doing it with my neighbor. This all happened 10 years ago.
So it is like a long story time. However, the opening part and what the video is about is like how my mom caught me doing it with my neighbor. You kind of get what she means by doing it, and you were actively thinking, oh, what the fuck, what if my mom saw me doing it with my neighbor? Like, and it just activates this feeling of uncomfortableness and like danger and fear in you. So you actually want to watch how she handled that. So this combination of curiosity plus tension is really high retention rate for your videos. And the brain actually treats the scenario as a trigger and something dangerous to you. So you really actually stay and watch what's going on. For number 5, I just really want to emphasize that people as humans desire exclusivity and power, because something that very few can have is exclusive, and not a lot of people can have that in their lifetime. That's why they watch it. That's why they want it. That's why they project on, wow, I can never have it myself, but like at least I can see it on other people. And people really want to get and gain status, and because status means aspiration from us. And mystery sparks curiosity within your viewers, within your community, within people you know. So exclusivity means that people want to be like you, and it creates a super powerful visual brand because people want to be like you because you are who you are. And for this example, I have this guy. You can see his Instagram is really nonchalant, mysterious, no PFP. It's just kind of like crazy things, private jets, crazy watches. You kind of get it as a crazy lifestyle, crazy money, crazy things, crazy activities, and all of that good stuff. Number 6 is really short and pretty self-explanatory. It's about happiness and health, just because people want to feel good. Like, why would you want to feel bad in the first place? So happy content, motivational content, anything health related is going to perform well just because people really care about that. Again, health, wealth, and relationships, and those are 2 that are essential for any individual. If you create positive content, people are going to come back because they felt good from watching it, and they want to have that again, and they want to have another time, and they want to have another dose of the dopamine and good feelings. So motivational content actually builds loyalty, because as a watcher, you really think that, oh, this creator is out there, he's trying to help me, he's motivating me, he cares about me, so I want to give back, I want to stay loyal, I want to be part of the journey. And happiness is really universal on its own. Like, you just want to be happy. So maybe you've seen like videos, oh, me and like a year ago, like drinking, partying, broke, I don't know, looking bad, chopped, everything like that. And then this year is, oh, I made money, I bought a house, I'm working out every day, my skin is better, I took care of my health. So people really are hooked onto hope, and we as people, we are hopeful because everything we do because we hope that we can succeed. We know that we can succeed, or at least we hope so. You can't know anything for sure, but people are really strong on hope, and whatever content triggers your hope, you automatically, if they did it, maybe I can't too. For number 7, I have power and control, and honestly, content that gives people a sense of direction and just guidance in general on a certain topic is going to create authority and trust within the creator of them, because people want solutions and the creator offers the solutions, whether it's financial advice and other things, but people want to feel in control in their daily life. So they are going to listen to someone who seems like they know what they're talking about and they got it together better than me. So authority creates instant connection because they want to trust, because they want to be guided to a better life. Anyone wants a better life for them. So these type of videos position you as a, so the creator actually privated their account right now, but you can see that it was kind of like a talking guidance videos from his perspective, and like hopefully this changed your perspective today, whatever. So it's not hard, and he kind of shares his wisdom that he worked through. For number 8, I have freedom, because it is the strongest emotion and desire that a person can have throughout their entire life, because freedom determines whether you can travel, make money, and make time for important people, for important things in your life. And honestly, lifestyle falls into this because it sets really your entire life basically. And people watching the videos of someone who has freedom, they instantly think, oh, I want to live my life like that. If there's a person who constantly travels, does this and that, they think, I want to do that too. And travel, exploration of dopamine, because everyone wants to kind of see it out there. Everyone wants to have time and money for that, but unfortunately, not everyone can afford that and do. So freedom visuals of like, oh, doing this because I felt that, or like I could, is really high replay time. Not because maybe it's like as exciting, but it's just something that people subconsciously desire for themselves. And I have a great example, Anna Paul.
Spent half the day in Turkey today and the other half in Positano, Italy. Are you kidding me? So this morning Mama said, we have a big day, guys, let's have a big breakfast. So she bought us all one pear and gave it to us. And you know what? If Mama puts a pear in your hand...
Okay, so here you go. It's kind of like crazy. Oh, 2 countries in one day. Not a lot of people can afford that. And she talks about it like really briefly, and it feels really natural to her. So a lot of people are like, damn, I really wish I could do that one day. For number 9, I have success stories, because people love those. People love watching someone rise, and not only it was hope for the creator who did it, it gives hope for the viewer now, and it gives motivation and inspiration from them. So the curiosity of how they did it exactly, it really sparks the attention, and it brings emotional payoff to the people watching it. It also brings aspiration and relatability for the creator as well. So high retention for storytelling and being relatable to the audience, and kind of the audience roots for you, and it's just really wholesome. For 10, we have politics, and honestly, it really triggers a lot of engagement and interactions, and it's going to evoke strong emotions just because it's a spectrum. You know, you can be on 2 pages at once, so it triggers people's identities, values, and confirmational bias. For example, you can't like agree with everyone, but there's going to be people who agree with you and disagree with you. Whether they agree with you, it's going to be confirmational bias. They're going to like root for you, agree with you, oh, same. But there's going to be people opposing you, but it's still good because it still brings you engagement. Whether they disagree, they are going to comment, oh, you are completely wrong, like I think differently, blah blah blah, but it's still engagement. Does not matter if they agree with you or disagree. It's good to have both sides. So polarizing topics, just because they have this duality in them, are going to bring instant comments and like fight over them in there. So people want to agree or disagree and kind of put their 5 cents in there. It really creates strong emotional reactions. I'm gonna play this one.
There's no way you watched this video back and genuinely thought that you really showed him.
Video, she watches it together with her audience, and honestly, people watch for her reaction first, and after they're going to split whether they agree or disagree with her. But again, both work really well. Briefly, characteristics of good content are going to be those that are basically kind of help emotionally resonate with the audience. And when someone watches you, they're going to feel like, oh, they feel for you. They kind of think the same, they feel the same. And basically, characteristics are going to be the trait of your video. What it's like, how it's treated by the... what category your videos. Just like triggers, characteristics of your video can be used both negatively and positively. So for the first one, I have educational. People really love filling the little knowledge gaps that they kind of know how to do it, but not really exactly can solve it on their own. But the video is right here, so why not watch it? It's like 15 seconds of their time. So it brings up the curiosity first, and then they provide the answer in the video. So that kind of stay for the whole thing. I'm gonna play it real quick.
3 things I will not do as a neuroscientist in order to protect my brain. Number 1 is go on my phone when I wake up in the morning. Whenever you wake up in the morning, your brainwaves transition from theta to alpha. This means that our subconscious mind.
So this video first creates an informational gap because, oh, why would you not do that? Like 3 things. Why would you not hop on your phone the first thing in the morning? Because a lot of people probably do. So the viewer gets the payoff in the video because she explains why. And as you move on to the second and third reason, it kind of just builds curiosity, and you know that you get your answer right there and then. So people save it and kind of like think about it, share it, and like, oh, this is literally you and stuff like that. So like you should stop. This advice is also being given from the neuroscientist. So people feel like she has the authority and kind of knowledge and credibility to speak on the matter. So advice to protect your brain. If it was a random guy, like you probably wouldn't really care for it. But since she is a neuroscientist, she kind of hooks you onto like, why not? And explains why right there and there. It builds up curiosity for you, and the informational gap is going to make you want to stay. For a second characteristic, I have entertainment, and humans actually watch content to escape their boring life because no one's gonna hop on Reels thinking, oh, let me watch some boring videos to make my boring life even more boring. So entertainment also doesn't have to be complex. It can just be fun, and fun experience and humorous experience spark the good chemistry and shareability. People online really share for experiences and personalities they can get from the creator, not just their looks. So I have this guy right here.
You're in pain. I can tell by what you're saying, but
Clock strikes 12. Midnight.
Okay, so this is really corny, but it's so funny because it is corny, and people share it because it's entertaining and they're just making fun of it. So it has the entertainment value to it. Third characteristic of the video is going to be whether it's controversial or not, because polarity, if you can create that, same as the politics, it's going to be views just because people are going to be different. People are going to root for this or this, and you can't just be kind of in the middle, really rarely, but people are going to have strong opinions rooting for number 1 or for number 2. So people love and hate controversial topics at the same time. I'm going to play it first and I'm going to talk about it.
Bitch, I just bought a Lamborghini. Y'all bitches can't afford this shit, okay? I'm only 9 years old, but I'm the youngest flex of the century. Me and my boy Jake Paul out here flexing on.
Okay, so you kind of get it. You probably have seen it. It's kind of an old video, but rage bait really drives comments because some people are going to be like, oh, like, oh God, gang, it's like funny. They're going to share it, and some people are going to be like, oh my God, at 9-year-old, like I was going to like school and I was just doing homework all the time, blah 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 blah, like stuff. So strong emotions create strong reactions, and it is something that's really controversial. Like a 9-year-old speaking like that, flexing money, and the Lambo is just being like, oh my God, where her parents at, something like that. So viewers seek confirmation bias within even the comments and like see people who agree or disagree and kind of seeing what's up. So pure polarization effect from this video, and people watch it because of the disbelief or interest and just the pure outrage. For the second example here, I have crazy.
I've actually taught a friend how to give a blowjob.
Really?
Like on my man, but she was like, it was not for a threesome or anything.
So after that video, you're just thinking, what the fuck did I just watch? Like, I did not give consent to that. So crazy statements are polarizing in a sense that people are going to be shocked first, and they are going to be they are going to kind of take sides, like whether I agree or I disagree. So people comment on that, and people kind of tune to find out more about what the creator has to say about that. Or it's going to be whether it's emotionally charged or not, because strong emotions create memorable content, and it doesn't really matter what emotion it is. It can be anger, joy, sadness, happiness for that matter. So any emotional spike gives you retention in the video, and the more memorable it is, the more shares it will get. So relatability also brings connection with the creator. I'm gonna play this. So in this short video, you kind of combine the sadness, the realism, and cheating effect, and it really creates strong, vivid emotion and strong engagement. Some people are going to be like, oh, he was not wrong for that, or some people are going to be like, oh, I'm so sorry, like I feel really deeply for you. So crying on the video is going to spark that emotion anyway, really connects to the viewer. For a fifth characteristic, it's going to be whether the video is universally understood. It can be simple, relatable, and it does not need language to be explained along the video. So there's no language barrier. There's just going to be kind of common sense, and it's going to be the video that's easy to understand and to appeal and easy to share. So right here.
No sé qué pasó. Que no contestas.
Okay, here.
Oh, I saw her and she hit me like that.
Or another one I can think of is the guy that kind of does this. Like just showing like an easier solution to that. So it's easily understood, no language barrier. So kind of no words, simple scenario, really easily understood, clear story, and everyone just gets it. For 6, we have trending topics, and it's kind of self-explanatory in the way that trends really do work just because they ride on the existing momentum within the time frame. So it is like a social proof. It's high algorithm push and engagement just because everyone is doing it and kind of know it's a trend, and you just want to watch how these people did it. For example, here.
Excuse me, have you seen my boyfriend? My boyfriend?
For this one.
Excuse me, have you seen my boyfriend? My boyfriend? Have you seen my...
It's going to be same trend, but new perspective. Again, Camilla put her own twist in it. She kind of does crazy faces or gestures in the beginning, and the other girl did the little twist, and she did a little like different movements. So it is going to be same trend, but you want to see how that person acts. For 7, I do want to talk about something that really makes the viewer included and feel really addressed in the video, and it's going to be viewer-focused content. Videos that speak directly to the viewer make the viewer feel seen and understood and kind of really talked to, and it feels really highly personal because they're addressing you in the video, and it builds entire community of you, and so on. So it brings higher return viewers rate. It's fairly easy to do. You kind of direct your first words and point towards the view. There is going to be difference, for example, like 5 things I did to fix my sleep schedule, but people are probably gonna care about the video titled how you can fix your sleep schedule in 5 like easy steps, something like that. For number 8, it's going to be cringe, and you will be amazed at how well it's doing just because people naturally and automatically kind of put themselves in the shoes of the creator and kind of think, what would I do and stuff like that. So they really do feel cringe if they are cringe in the video. People actually love awkwardness. I mean, it feels kind of uncomfortable, but it is a feeling and emotion. So secondhand embarrassment works really well, and it's really weirdly addicting in a sense. So I can't look away in a sense, but I really want to not watch it anymore. So it is highly shareable. Here you. Like, this is really cringe, but people just watch it because they think like, what the fuck, like I could never do this, like what if it was me, blah 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 blah, stuff like that. So the difference between triggers and characteristics, everyone kind of mushes them together, but there is a difference about them. So characteristics is the trait of your content, something that keeps people engaged really and interested in your videos, and it's going to be essentially the type of the video that you make without being fully in the niche. Triggers, on the other hand, are going to be little different tools that you can implement in your videos to spark engagement and keep your people watching. So it lets you to grab people's attention. You have to implement it correctly. This is what you can do that and that, so people stay interested and emotionally affected by your content. And again, thank you so much for your time, guys. I really appreciate that. Smash that follow button, and if you have anything to say, just DM me on my Instagram. It's free. So I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.